Number 10. The wound healing enzyme hack. A team at Texas Tech figured out something wild about enzymes. Some wounds won't heal no matter how many antibiotics you use, because bacteria form these little fortresses called biofilms. Think of it like bacteria building their own gated community where antibiotics can't get in. Normally, doctors have to cut away the infected tissue, but these researchers found out that if you mix certain enzymes with antibiotics, it's like giving the antibiotics a skeleton key. The enzymes break down the bacteria's defenses, and suddenly the antibiotics start working again. These enzymes are dirt cheap to make. We're talking pennies per dose, but you won't find this at your local pharmacy, because removing infected tissue is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Imagine telling surgeons, instead of cutting people open, just spray this $2 enzyme cocktail on the wound. That conversation wouldn't go well. These enzymes are already FDA approved for other uses. The solution is literally sitting on shelves right now, just waiting to be used differently. Number 9. The baking soda cancer study. It's 2009, and scientists are throwing random stuff at cancer cells to see what sticks. Someone decides to try baking soda. You know, the same stuff your grandma uses to deodorize her fridge. The researchers found that baking soda could actually slow down tumor growth in mice. Not just a little bit either. The results were significant. Cancer likes to make its environment acidic. It's like that one neighbor who blasts death metal at 3 a.m. It makes everything around it unbearable. But baking soda is alkaline. It neutralizes acid. So it's basically telling the cancer, hey buddy, turn that music down. The treatment cost about 5 cents per dose. 5 cents. For comparison, many cancer drugs cost thousands of dollars per dose. Just as the research was showing promise, the funding mysteriously dried up. The study disappeared faster than cookies at a kindergarten party, and suddenly nobody in mainstream medicine wanted to talk about it. I'm not saying Big Pharma saw a cheap treatment threatening their profits and pulled some strings, but it's kind of like finding a $20 bill on the ground, and before you can pick it up, someone in an expensive suit steps on it and says, "Nothing to see here." The research paper is still out there, though, gathering digital dust in some corner of the internet. Number 8. The DMSO phenomenon. In the 1950s, workers at a paper mill spilled a weird liquid on their hands. Instead of getting chemical burns, their arthritis pain disappeared. This was DMSO. DMSO is basically tree juice. It's what's left over when you process wood into paper, and this waste product is better at fighting inflammation than most expensive drugs on the market. DMSO can pass through your skin like it's not even there. Put a drop on your hand, and within minutes you can taste it in your mouth. It's like having a substance with ghost powers, and it can carry other medicines through your skin too. You can put pain medication directly where it hurts, instead of having it travel through your whole body. In the 1960s, DMSO was becoming huge. Athletes were using it for injuries, doctors were prescribing it for arthritis, and it was even helping with burns. The FDA shut it down. They claimed they needed more studies, but DMSO was dirt cheap. We're talking pennies per dose, and you can't patent a tree byproduct. So big pharmaceutical companies couldn't make their usual massive profits from it. Today, DMSO is approved for exactly one human use: bladder inflammation. Meanwhile, veterinarians use it all the time for horses and dogs. Your dog can legally get better treatment than you. The stuff is so effective that people started buying industrial DMSO and using it anyway. Some even get it from auto parts stores where it's sold as a solvent. People go to AutoZone for their arthritis medication. Number 7. The algae omega secret. Fish oil is supposed to be this miracle supplement for your brain and heart, but fish don't make those healthy omega-3 fats. They're basically just the middlemen, like that guy at work who takes credit for other people's ideas. The real omega-3 factory is algae, tiny little water plants doing all the work, while fish get all the glory. Fish get their omega-3s from eating algae, or eating smaller fish that ate algae. It's like a pyramid scheme, but with fish. You can skip the fish entirely and go straight to the source. Algae-based omega-3s are cheaper to produce, more sustainable, and way cleaner than fish oil. No heavy metals, no ocean pollutants, and no fishy burps that make your breath smell like you've been making out with a tuna. But big supplement companies aren't too keen on advertising this, because they've got warehouses full of fish oil capsules to sell you. Meanwhile, algae farms can grow these omega-3s in controlled tanks, using just sunlight and some nutrients. The algae version is actually more concentrated than fish oil. You're getting more bang for your buck, and no fish had to become a supplement squeeze box. Number 6. The black seed oil cure-all. Imagine having a medicine so powerful that ancient kings were buried with it. The ancient Egyptians loved this stuff so much they put it in King Tut's tomb. I guess they thought he might need some healthcare in the afterlife. Modern science has actually found some pretty wild stuff about this oil. It comes from a little black seed that looks like sesame seeds having an emo phase. This oil has something called thymoquinone. That's a fancy word for nature's antibiotic that actually works. Scientists have found it kills bacteria that even our strongest antibiotics can't touch. We're talking about those superbugs that make doctors lose sleep at night. Studies show it also fights inflammation, helps with allergies, and even makes your body better at killing cancer cells. The craziest part is it costs about as much as a fancy coffee. Yet most doctors won't tell you about it because you can't patent a seed. The Prophet Muhammad apparently said this stuff cures everything except death, which is a pretty good track record. The oil tastes pretty strong though. Imagine if black pepper and oregano had a baby. That's what you're dealing with. But considering it might help with everything from your allergies to your anxiety, maybe a weird taste isn't the worst trade-off.